So back in 2006, South Park did something
uber cool.
In the episode Make Love Not Warcraft, they animated entire scenes inside the actual video game. At first glance, it felt like just a clever gag, but what it accidentally proved was something much bigger. A video game engine could actually become a storytelling tool.
Oh my god.
That episode was a full-blown narrative experiment, one that went on to win an Emmy, making it the first Machinima project to do so.
Dad? Dad?
Stan.
Now, why does any of this matter nearly 2 decades later? Well, while I was scrolling through my list of movie recommendations trying to find anything worth watching, I came across something interesting on Mubi that I really wanted to share for inspiration.
Alright, everyone ready? Ready.
Now imagine it's the COVID lockdown and 2 actors, Sam Crane and Mark Oosterveen, unemployed and bored, decide to have a fun experiment. Their goal is to stage Hamlet fully inside Grand Theft Auto Online.
We are putting on a production of Hamlet for the first time ever. It's going to be put on here in Next Gen GTA Online in Los Santos, and we are looking for actors. So, if you've always wanted your chance to strut your Shakespearean shit on a virtual stage, come and audition.
Players from all over would show up. They'd rehearse, get into costume, and invite real audiences to log in at a specific time, just like an actual play. This experiment was one thing, but what came out of it was something even better. Sam and his wife, Penny Grills, shot a documentary about the whole process of their experiment, again fully inside the GTA, using the built-in phone camera features. They captured everything: rehearsals,
I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk.
doubts, late-night conversations, creative conflicts.
This is not a thing, Mark. This is not a thing. This is just a silly idea. It's real to me.
Small wins, and all the chaos of trying to stage a play inside a live video game. It's funny, touching, and somehow as real as any documentary made with actual cameras. And we'll get into why in just a second.
Outrageous fortune, but to take arms against the sea of trouble.
Of course, Machinima isn't new. From Red vs. Blue in Halo to the Strangerhood in The Sims 2, people have been using games as storytelling platforms for a long time. You can even find whole movies made inside GTA. And it's not even the first time someone staged Shakespeare in a game. There's a full version of Hamlet inside Guild Wars 2 from back in 2014. But Grand Theft Hamlet isn't really about Machinima. And it's not exactly easy to describe what this feature-length experiment actually is. It's not quite a documentary, not quite Machinima, not a play, not a let's play, not a mockumentary. It kind of borrows from all of those and turns into its own weird little thing. In fact, it doesn't even try to pretend that the world we're seeing is real. Let me explain what I mean. Traditionally, movies take real life and build a convincing illusion around it. Sets, actors, lighting, sound, all working to create something believable. But here, we get the opposite. It puts real emotion into a world that is clearly fake. That's what makes it so weirdly effective. The fakeness doesn't get in the way. Ironically, because the environment is so bluntly artificial, the rawness and realness of what's happening feels even more honest. And while you watch the movie, you will soon start cheering for their success. It's so open and touching and heartwarming. After a while, the glitchy, clunky avatars kind of fade away, and what you start noticing instead are just people.
We don't know them, they don't know us, but they just keep coming back, and that gives me hope that what we're trying to do is possible.
If this was a typical documentary about 2 actors struggling during lockdown and trying to stay creative, honestly, we probably wouldn't be talking about it. But told this way, where we don't see the actors directly and only get to know them through their avatars, somehow that hits harder. That tension between the digital absurdity and the human sincerity creates something oddly moving. After a while, you start to feel like you're walking their bizarre path with them, and you begin to root for their play to succeed, because if they can pull it off with the weirdest lo-fi bare-bones production, then maybe you too might have a chance. Now look, this film isn't some perfect masterpiece or a masterclass in narrative structure. Some scenes drag, some emotional beats try a little too hard, a few moments feel clearly staged to fit a traditional film arc and come off a bit forced. but that's beyond the point. It's a sincere, rough-edged experiment, and one that ends up working surprisingly well. A weird little film about artists who found meaning in unexpected places.
Welcome, anyone watching on our live stream on YouTube and Twitch. Welcome to Grand Theft Hamlet, the first ever full performance of a Shakespeare play within a video game environment.
Now, I could wrap this up with some theoretical, preachy, inspirational takeaway about artistic resilience, the power of creativity, all that stuff. But I'll spare you the speech. Instead, for inspiration, here are a few awards this weird little film won. And it did all that while being this totally imperfect, unfiltered yet strangely authentic thing. Hope that's enough. Okay? Bye.